The reviews are in and people have been kicking off about the Jaclyn Hill palette, the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow, the Jaclyn Hill lipstick. Everything has been going crazy. Let's just get straight into the video. Welcome back, my name is John. This is Cookian's Courtroom. Hope you've got your titties firmly strapped in. Our D cups are going to be turning into F cups today. We've got some good energy and we're going to be talking all about the recent controversy surrounding Jaclyn Hill's new lipstick launch that she's done with Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, which is being sold in Ulta, but I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter. So people have been calling this launch a fail because she did this launch video and it was all about owning up to your mistakes. When has that ever happened? And my video was actually really funny about the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks. I really enjoyed it. We went through the names of them. So definitely I'm going to link it up here and down below. Watch that one after this one because it's actually really funny. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, we wanted to see what people thought about it, if it was maybe a good product and if it deserved to be in stores, because there's other good products that aren't in stores. I'm not bitter. A lot of people covered this launch, including one of Jaclyn's all-time friends, Manny, and a lot of people have been complaining that the lip liners have cracks in them. So when you're trying to use them, they're kind of cracking and falling out everywhere. Very controversial. Quality control issues have plagued the Jaclyn Hill cosmetics and palettes in various different launches over the years, whether it's her palette with Morphe, the Vault palettes. There's been so many constant controversies and scandals and stuff like that. My entire channel is basically built on them, so thanks, Jaclyn. Here are some snippets from the Manny video.
The new Jaclyn Cosmetics lip collection. So first things first, I'm gonna use the lip liner in buttercream. As soon as I open the lip liner, it is like kind of dirty on this side. It's cracked. It's cracked in the lip liner itself. I don't know if you guys can tell. This is what I mean when I say it's cracked. Like the whole lip liner itself is really cracked.
I think it's interesting that Manny spoke about the price being a bit overpriced for what it is and stuff like that. I think it's interesting that one of her own friends would say that. And I think if that's what her friends are saying, I do have to imagine what the public is saying. The general things that I've seen have been people complaining about the cracks in the lip liners, especially for the price of the product. If you're charging a really premium price, people are expecting you to have adequate quality control and adequate prototyping, you know, to make sure the products work properly. Just for example, when you're doing lip liners, generally speaking, if you make them too solid, like if you don't use enough oily components inside them, that's when they crack. So you do have to keep enough oily content in the lip liners that they're kind of bendable. So some brands use beeswax and stuff like that. Some brands use synthetic wax. There's various different ways of doing it. But basically, if you go too dry, the color payoff can be intense, but the product just doesn't work properly because it does crack. Another issue which a lot of brands have with lip liners is bubbles. Because the formula is quite thick, even if you use a vibration plate, the bubbles can hold around the meniscus. I'm just calling it a meniscus. I guess that's kind of what you would call it at the top of the lip liner once it's been filled. So even if you're filling it into a mold, you'll still have this bubble. So the whole lip liner will be fine, but just underneath the tip, you'll have this bubble. It's actually really hard to get rid of them. Anyway, why didn't we read some of the comments from across the internet and see what the world is saying about this launch? Believer said, Manny uploaded his review of Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics' new lipstick and lip liner launch. Overall, he likes the products. What a surprise, is that you're best friends with her and where would they be without each other? His criticisms are that it's a bit overpriced, the shades are repetitive, and a lot of his lip liners came with big cracks in them. More production issues? Shocking. Bloods only? That's really racist. What if I only have lymphatic fluid running through my body? Said, she cannot have one launch go smooth, LMFAO. The care she takes in these products is so lackluster. There are hundreds of drugstore/indie brands with high quality products that are so much more affordable. All she wants is the money and doesn't care how good the products performs. Look at every launch/collab she's done. I can't disagree with that. The Sansa said, at this point, the only thing I'm interested in is the tea about the issues, lol. Do you remember that comment from the previous video? It made me laugh so much. I love how Jaclyn Hill innovates by finding a new way to mess up the launch every time. Like, I'm still laughing at that comment. I think it's like tickling my soul. Now, in addition to this, it looks like she's also begged for some social media attention. It looks like over the years she has burnt off a lot of contacts and friends that she had in the beauty industry, in the beauty community. And Jafar posted a tweet saying, what new products and makeup launches do you want to see me review next? I'm working on a new video person and a bigger team. Bear in mind, I think he had to let they decided to leave his assistant and his video person that filmed and produces videos for him. And everyone was a bit like, ooh, it's not looking good. Also, Jeffrey used to get like 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 likes on his tweets. I'm sure now it's down to like 5,000 after 24 hours. That's a controversy in itself. Someone commented back saying, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics blush and bronzers in the lippies. And Jaclyn responded directly to this saying, I second this, Jeffrey, with a love heart emoji. Now, this is really funny because literally when I used to talk to Jaclyn years ago, there was this whole controversy because she described to me the situation that happened when Kat Von D posted the video exposing Jeffree Star and calling him out. And he was basically a brick before he did his big video. But he said that he called Jaclyn crying and apparently he didn't even know her that well at all. But he was basically like asking for advice and just really sad. And it just looked like he didn't really have any friends. And she was a bit surprised that he would reach out to her because they didn't know each other. And since then, they've only really met each other once at an event and they weren't friends. But then it seems obviously like she wants to sort of jump on the back of the attention. It's one of those difficult situations. It's like a catch-22 because I feel like she doesn't need Jeffree drama. You know, she has enough of her own Jaclyn drama. She almost has her own like blend, and I don't think she needs to do a collaboration with anyone else. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, the whole thing is so controversial. What on earth is happening? My whole thing is, am I going to have to start looking at TikTok influencers and see if there's anything happening there that's worth talking about? Because the beauty stuff is starting to die down now, right? YouTube isn't as big as it was. Like, it's kind of scary for me to say that, but you know, in terms of beauty, I'm sure the market's still growing, but we don't have the same sort of stories that we used to. Stuff isn't done as deceptively in public eye as it used to be. Do you remember the favourite scandal? I did a 4-part series a few years ago and it was so eye-opening, some of the stuff that we covered in it. But now things are different, you know? Now things are sort of not as busy as they used to be, and I think that's quite interesting. But I'm cautious that I want to keep my content fresh. I don't want to keep talking about, you know, things that aren't happening if they aren't happening as much anymore. So obviously we've got the James story happening right now, but when we have quiet weeks, I still want to be able to post videos and reach people. And I personally don't really care about bringing income from my channel. Like, I have a great job, I have a great career, I have a great business. I don't need YouTube income. That's why I don't tend to focus heavily on sponsorships or anything like that. But I do have an editor and I do have a moderator and I do pay them. So I do need my YouTube channel to cover itself, basically. So it's best if I do post videos that people do want to watch, right? Does that make sense? So just let me know what you're interested in, and not just with this channel, but also with my other channels. If you want me to start, if you're really passionate about me starting like a home renovation channel for the project I'm currently working on, please like hound me for it. Please literally irritate me like a yeast infection over this house video, because I'll do it, right? If enough pressure is put onto me. But I've been filming it, but I just don't know if I want to post it on this channel because I don't think I'm going to get a big organic reach, because YouTube is only going to show the videos towards beauty people that are interested in specific names. I've already experimented. If I post videos that aren't specifically about Jaclyn, Jeffree, James, the videos just don't reach as many people at all, and it's very difficult to re-niche. So that's why I sort of started my ASMR channel separately, and I'm going to post one of those videos from my ASMR channel on this channel pretty much every Sunday, I think, which is quite cute. It's kind of like a way to wind down on the week, right? But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the situation, because I think it's important to adapt and to change, but I am so used to making this type of content, and I'm cautious that a lot of the viewership that, you know, I have probably isn't going to transfer over to something completely unrelated, right? So I am just cautious, but I don't think it's more my viewership not transferring over. It's just very difficult with YouTube algorithm. It's one of the reasons that I took a hard break. Was it wasn't huge, like YouTube videos that stressed me out. I loved posting videos and watching the comments and stuff, but YouTube as a platform is very, very stressful as a creator. There's been times I've honestly been close to a breakdown, because you just have horrible issues that shouldn't be happening with whether it's copyright, whether it's your content being demonetized without them actually telling you. Yesterday I posted a video and it was in some weird checking status that I didn't know about, and I'm pretty sure that's why it just didn't reach anyone. Oh no, you know what? It was a few days ago. It was my 90s makeup versus 2020 makeup video. And it's just stuff like that. It's really soul destroying, because you spend so much time on a video working on it, and then within 10 minutes you know whether or not YouTube is going to decide to show it to your own audience or not, right? So it's a really difficult platform. I think that's why TikTok is blowing up so much and experiencing so much growth. I just think it's a easier platform to post on, and I think the potential for growth is much greater, right? So yeah, it's very, very interesting. I am just cautious of that, but I love posting videos. I've done it for years and years and years since I was little, and I really enjoy it, so I'm going to keep doing them, obviously. But do let me know what you think about that. Anyway, I want to say a huge thank you for watching. Let me know down below what you think about the whole Jaclyn Hill situation. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash the like button. Every time we do, a titty flies into space, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.